This is your Tuesday evening, I love you. It's late now. I'm getting the picture here. All along I've been trying to figure out how we get the logistics of this done. I was talking with Alan today, and he says, don't worry about the logistics, just speak it, and we'll get it done. Like, things, I'm doing it though. What am I going to do, argue with this guy? So, tomorrow, I should be able to, that's a good little piece that sketches up, and it does a fairly decent job. I think it does a thorough job of what it's intended to do. And so I'm going to be sending it to basically all the germane leaders in the world, and some less germane leaders in the world, all over the place. Nations everywhere. Like, this bullshit jurisprudence got to end everywhere. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. Everywhere. War's over. The whole bullshit's done now. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Like these fucking kids are a piece of work, but you know what? So am I. I've been known to be a pretty good one, too, if I want to be. And it's got to be over. It's fucking done. Anyway, this doesn't sound much like a live view, does it? I'm so, what can I say, can you forgive me for that happy pill thing? I'm not perfect, I never said I was, ever. Not ever, not once. I'm not. You've hurt me too. You really have, and you do it for fun. I know. I know you don't do it for fun, really. I'm worn out with this thing. But what else can I do? Put one foot in front of the other. Just go, with what I'm guided to do, and this one I'm guided to do. So, there's going to be an explosion. There's going to be a bang somewhere. There's got to be somehow. Right? I've got to be a big bang. I must have, announced this to 10,000 people or more, and nobody says nothing at all. Everybody is so quiet. Interesting, isn't it? I originally thought it'd be great to hear and cry come out of the woodwork, but not a warble anywhere. And this is all over the world, in Africa, and, Syria. I got good friends in Syria. I like the people in Syria. I just know what the fuck they're doing to each other. They're trying to live the American dream, I think. That's what they're trying to do in Syria. They only knew what the fuck it was. Best standard of living on earth, don't you know? Fuck. It's all fraudulent. The whole goddamn thing. Anyway. It's a Ponzi scheme, do you understand this? The whole shooting match isn't worth a pinch of coon shit, and they all know it. But they figure, as long as we can get some poor people to believe it, who gives a shit? They'll still work for it. We'll still sit back and, get lazy and get rich man diseases like gout, arthritis, dementia. People in China and rural people can't afford to get dementia. People, work until they drop dead, 100 years old, in mountainous, countries. Think about it now. every day in the fresh air and exercise, and you gotta walk uphill to get water and have a shit and everything else. It's good for you. It's healthy. Right? It's not, it's not a drag-ass lazy life, but it's a productive one. It's, I would theorize it's a lot more fun than hanging around hospitals and doctor's offices for your next refreshing set of new pills. Or the next surgery that's going to help you get by a little less painfully than you do now. Yes. You know what that is? Arthritis is like garbage in your joints. That's all it is. That's what all heart disease is too. Like you're eating like fucking pigs. Morons. And witless, gutless swine. And you eat any slop that's laid in front of you on a plastic plate with a logo on it. Anyway, you think your politicians are a piece of work? You should see the people that make your food. They couldn't give a continental fuck whether you ever got a nutrient in your life. Not a rodent's fart for you. All I'm concerned about is getting as much money out of your pocket and providing you with as little value as they can possibly conceivably squeeze out of the process. Called good management practices. The executive groups have been a bonus that way, you understand. We had banks in Canada, 3 banks in Canada, convicted of fraudulently embezzling their shareholders and their stakeholders by buying each other's paper. I got 100 million shares of Bogo Hunt Company. It's trading at 30 and a quarter. Tell you what, give me 33 for it, and then what I'll do is I'll give you 49 and a half for the one that you got selling at 45, and so we'll boost each other's value proposition at year end, so that our KRAs will yield us, a portion and a half instead of just a portion this year. I'm not kidding. Right, my wife made about $170,000 a year income. And one year, with bonuses and shit, she made $550,000. And she was nothing. Like these other guys made millions. It's all about the executive group and how much money they can squeeze out of the company. And how much longer will it take for the trade name to devolve to a point where it's useless? Well, we've got years and years and years to do that. We can squeeze Tim Hortons Donuts is a great example. I mean, at one time the company gave you, a good value product for your dollar, and it was basically a good and expensive place to eat a good meal. And today, the soup's watered down. There's just nothing in the offering anymore. It's vacuous, or more vacuous, a lot more vacuous than it was at one time, and less variety. So do less work and charge more money. That's the deal. Banks, doctors, dentists, clergy, feed the hungry children, people, the whole 9 yards, the whole ball of wax is greed and fraud-based. And everybody sucking their perverted little straw and hoping nobody notices. And whatever they do, nobody's saying nothing about that either. All these people, Obama, Bush, the whole goddamn fucking shooting match at them, know the currency isn't worth a pinch of fucking coon shit. Not every dollar bill that's ever been printed is a debt. Think of this. The Federal Reserve Bank. For the last 50 years, 70 years. Every fucking dollar bill that's ever been printed or conceived of. You don't have to be printed. Just conceived by the Federal Reserve Bank. That's how it's produced. The Federal Reserve Bank has no assets. There's nothing in it other than the furniture and the phone lines. I'm not sure whether they own the building premises or not. They may. But it's got nothing to do with the federal government or with any government. It's a private banking consortium. 11 different banking families, from what I gather, owned it at one time. I believe they still do. And think about this. You know, I write you a check. I call myself the Blake Bohunk Bank of Batavia. All right? And so I got no assets. I got nothing in the bank, but I got a checkbook. And I got a really good silk suit and tie, and I got a host of degrees behind my name on the wall, and trophies and everything. Every elephant I've given a blowjob to in the last 40 years on my walls. And I say, so in the United States, you need $50 billion from Mexico today? Oh, let me see. Okay, $50 billion. Here's your check for $50 billion. It's deposited in the U.S. Current account and is assumed to be currency. It's assumed to have value, but it doesn't. So that's how your dollar bills are created. The government doesn't tax you. And they lie about everything, like the inflation rate in the United States. You know, China is keeping the inflation rate down for half the fucking world. Do you understand? If you had to buy a pair of Nike shoes that are made in the United States today, it'd probably cost you about $900. Yeah, unions, everybody's lied to everybody. Everybody's bugger humped and bugger fucked. Everybody, the whole thing is rotten at the core. And it's crumbling. And it's crumbling even without my help. Understand? Like, you know, everywhere. The finance is coming apart. It's a joke the way it's being run now. And Obama's sure last year. The great president of the United States is in a financial crisis. The financial crisis is they've already printed so much currency that they have no idea how much money they owe to or to who, and there's nobody that can put an accurate figure on it because you owe every dollar that's ever been printed in the last 50 years, you owe money. You owe interest on it. And this is what the Federal Reserve does. It collects interest for nothing. It's eating your sweat for fuck all to look good on an accounting ledger. You sell your sweat, blood, and tears, unbeknownst to you, to these whores in silk suits with fancy elephant tusks up their bum, snorting rhino tusk and cocaine along with their cocaine. Understand? So, as king, that's over. I'm ending it. Yeah. So, I'm ending all the bullshit, basically. So, if you're in a fraudulent job, you got your straw stuck in my people's ass somewhere and they don't know it, you better get it the fuck out as fast as you know how, because I catch you at it, I'm going to break your fucking fingers off. Understand? I don't give a shit. I don't like it. Parasites are off my people, every fucking one of them. And I would really suggest that you vacate the premises quick before I find you with your straw in my people. You know, I'm not going to do it out in the open because I don't want people to see how I look when I'm angry. But you will have a conversation with me you'll never forget. You'll have an interaction with me you'll never forget. That way. So, please, do me a favor. I like being this guy. I really do. I don't like throwing my weight around, but, you know, get the fuck off my kids. Do you hear me? Pronto. And return. Be in the process of returning what you've stolen from them, and it might be more amenable. Get your position in place. I'm more amenable to reconsidering your future position in place, but right fucking now you're not really high on my agenda of salvation and zeros. And if I had to lose a few, you'd be my first choice. Do you understand this? So, bottom line is I don't want to lose anything. So, one way or another, this is happening. And so you can help me out, and I'm a very grateful individual. Ask any woman that knows me. ask any woman that knows me, or even has anything to do with me. I'm very, very grateful for very, very little. But you fuck with my kids, I'll break your bones. I don't give a fuck who you are. Understand? One way or another. So, I'm King of Kings, and I've been around for a while, and I've just been being quiet and noticing, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with you, and so now I'm just going to take the bull by the horns and stop thinking so much and just start doing some things, and I'd like your help, and if I don't have your help, then I'm assuming that you're my adversary. I make a much better ally than adversary, I really do. Because I've said this before, but it's true. So, do everybody a favor, especially me. Get your sucker out of my kids. And my love, you know, this was supposed to be your Monday evening, I love you, and it is your Monday evening, I love you. That's also a message to these individuals who we rule. And so, can you take sharing my attention with them for the rest of eternity? It's going to get better. I have a hunch. It's really, really going to get better, and a lot easier too. It's actually going to be fun once we start cooking. Like, once we start playing, like, maybe not even a jazz band, maybe like a country dance band. Just get something happening. Get a beat, a rhythm happening, get some kind of pulse happening into the music we're creating here. And I think it's going to be fun. I think people are going to enjoy participating. But right, it's going to be, it's like anything else, learning how to ride a bicycle. It's not easy to start, you know, and this isn't easy either. But it's going to get easier. I know it. Trust me. It has to. Anyway, I love you. I love them too. Some of them piss me off. But you know, there's millions and millions and millions of them that are, you know, working hard and just want some guidance. And you know what? Let's show them the way home, for Christ's sake. Come on, sweetheart. It's time. Let's get the ball rolling. Anyway, I love you. I do. It's Tuesday night, probably about, it's Wednesday morning at 2 o'clock.